Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Toxicity, and welcome back to another episode of What Reddit Thinks About Pokemon Legends ZA. This is our lucky episode number 10, and I did save this for after Pokemon Day and Pokemon Presents, and we got the full trailer released for Pokemon Legends ZA. The game's coming towards the end of 2025, so I'm super hyped and super excited for this one. Reddit has been going crazy, so I've been quite selective and found a few of the kind of articles or posts or fan arts that I've kind of found really interesting and that we can talk about in today's episode. And then I've got a heap of Pokemon content coming out in amongst the NBA stuff and the Valorant stuff that I've been doing. I've also been thinking about doing some Pokemon pack openings on the channel. So if you guys are interested in that sort of thing, then definitely let me know down below in the comments. But let's jump straight into the episode. And the first one is about AZ's room. Okay, so DH Student 2020 has gone through and found some Pokemon or some artwork featured in AZ's room that look quite interesting. And from my point of view, they do seem a little bit like drawings, but they can also kind of look like a couple legendary Pokemon. For example, the bottom art here, it kind of looks like Reshiram and Zekrom. I feel like that's a bit of a stretch, but that definitely could be Reshiram and Zekrom. The other two could be like a Yveltal kind of art. Like it looks a little bit like that, but it also kind of looks like it could be some sort of legendary Pokemon or new Pokemon that we could get in Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, I'm not sure if there's going to be too many Pokemon because we obviously have to go through a Zygarde story, and there's a whole bunch of other stories we could potentially touch base on in this whole game. But it's just really interesting that people have found these sorts of artworks hidden in the trailer. Now, obviously, Pokemon love to throw some Easter eggs in there. They love to throw some little secrets in all their trailers, but this one was one of the more interesting ones. Now, let me know down below what you think of this picture in particular. I'll show you the original picture now as well. So this is AZ's room, and you can have a look around for yourself and see if you can find any other Easter eggs, but I thought this one was pretty cool. I'm unsure what I think about this one, but it could be related to the story. We can't have an episode of What Reddit Thinks About Pokemon Legends ZA without a little bit of starter talk. Now, I love the 3 starter Pokemon that we got. Personally, I love Tepig. I use Tepig in Pokemon Black and White. I love Totodile. It's literally my second favorite starter Pokemon of all time. And I've grown fond of Chikorita over the years. I never used to pick it in the games, but honestly, using it sometimes in like fun little random battles on Pokemon Showdown, or just using it randomly on my team throughout some of the other games on Randomizer Nuzlocke, it's been a cool little Pokemon to have. And I can't believe there's so much hate out there for the starter Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the Terra leak did mess up some of the starter Pokemon choices that we could have had. We did have those pretty much revealed to us when all that Terra leak information came out. And this could be kind of the way of just flipping the coin and just doing random starter Pokemon. The only thing I find interesting is that it is 2 of the Generation 2 starter Pokemon and 1 Generation 5. I thought they were going to do 1 random generation, like 3, 5, and 6, you know, just an example, just to mix it up. But it's pretty cool to see these Pokemon back in the game as starter Pokemon. Obviously, we're going to be getting some forms for these Pokemon, maybe some Mega Evolutions, which could be cool, but no doubt the final evolutions are going to change a little bit, just like they did in Pokemon Legends Arceus. But I don't know why there's so much hate. Like, I just feel like this is a fun little starter selection, and it's not that serious. You can literally swap out your starter Pokemon for whatever other Pokemon you want as soon as you start the game. It's no big deal. I've done that in some other games before, but I feel like this one is just being blown out of the water a little bit. I feel like we could just ease up on Chikorita, Totodile, and Tepig. My only complaint with the trailer is that we saw the little cubes for Zygarde, and that must mean we're going on a quest to fill up the Zygarde percentage, which honestly wasn't my favorite part of the game previously when we had to do that, but it's Pokemon Legends, so it's Pokemon Legends ZA. It's based in Kalos. Yeah, I can see this being a really tedious part of the game. I'm probably going to wait till someone posts some sort of trailer, some sort of playthrough, and where to find all the Zygarde cubes. I feel like that would be great. But on screen right now for you guys is a 200% Zygarde drawn by Porygon Flygon, and it looks pretty sick. This thing looks scary as, and I would hate to come up against this guy in battle, but I'm guessing they're going to do some sort of mega Zygarde or, 500% Zygarde, because it's basically a game based around that sort of Pokemon. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of this, but I guess some people are. And finally, we're going to touch on AZ. Now, obviously, AZ is now a hotel owner, which is kind of cute as, I guess. But we're going to be talking about AZ's Floette. Now, Plexen here kind of goes into speculating if we're going to get AZ's Floette because of the lengths that AZ went to bring Floette back. But I don't feel like we're going to be getting AZ's Floette. I feel like unless something happens to AZ, or AZ leaves, or something happens to him, which I don't want to happen to him because I actually like the character, I feel like we're just going to see AZ and AZ's Floette be unique to the game. We're not going to be able to get the Floette. We can get another Floette, obviously, because it's going to be in the Kalos region, but I feel like AZ and AZ's Floette belong together. Then we're not going to have any sort of story that we get the Floette, because that would just kind of make everything that AZ did in the future or the past, whenever this game is actually located or, based in, I feel like getting AZ's Floette will just be a huge just back step in AZ's story. No way he gives up on the Pokemon that he did everything he did for. And if you guys want some AZ lore, I've done a bunch of videos on my channel about AZ. But yeah, I agree with Plexen. It'd be really lame if we just kind of get gifted AZ's Floette. Maybe they duplicate it. Maybe there's multiple of versions of AZ's Floette out there, but unless that's actually the case, I really don't want to be gifted it. So there's tons and tons of posts out there on Reddit. I'm going to keep going through and finding some fun little videos or fun little images and fun little posts to show you guys and discuss with you guys. But I love this series. It's been super fun doing it since the game got kind of leaked and kind of discussed earlier. So I'm just going to keep this series going for a long time. And now we have so much more to talk about. I'm also going to be doing some other little videos on Pokemon Legends ZA, especially the trailer. So I'm super hyped for that. See you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.